Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know how I got cut off. Somehow, I guess, playing around with my camera trying to get it all focused. Uh, in case we didn't get all of it, I'm doing the Bazaar, Elle, and Variety magazines. And I did say I was wanting to get this here artwork. I'll probably use her with a different face from one of my collage sheets. Let's see. Just like this one here, Diane Reevely, and I put a different body with it. I don't know if we got cut off a while ago. I was sitting here talking about how I got these out of a grocery store magazine. And I just cut the dress a little bit longer and laminated it, but it's just for the silhouette. I cut these two ladies out just for the silhouette. And then, you know, you can put, I did have a word from, I think I've used them all. I had like 3 different sheets that had the, in cursive writing all over them from Dollar Tree. See if I can see one of them right quick. I don't know, here's one of them that I'd made with the Dina Wakley stamps. And then the in cursive writing sheets from Dollar Tree. See if I got another one. Just trying to find. Okay, it's in my other journal. Here's the one I used just with the stencil I made. And even though her dress didn't go down that far, I cut it that long. And this is the Dina Wakley. See if I got, here's a, I cut out these figures. I believe this, I can't remember her name. She had on the tennis shoes in the ad. Here's another one where I did the, you know how they do the patchwork. Diane Reevely does the patchwork, and instead of, outlining them with borders and stuff, I just put different pictures in each block. I like that. It was a lot of fun. And here's the one I posted on Instagram with the Dina Wakley stencil. I mean stamps. I think here was the one that I showed you all last time with the eyeballs. It had the white around. I took the white out and cut that off and filled it in. Here's silhouettes. Guess I'm going to town on the silhouettes. Here's another where I cut 2 guys out, their silhouettes, and used the words from Dollar Tree. And I just put a bunch of scrap paper down that I throwed back and Didn't know what I was going to do with it. Oh, and here's the other one I showed you all the other day. I said I had to finish it, so I did my wording, put a little more pictures around. Here's another one. Got a bunch of these images out of the store magazine. Oh, and here's one from the grocery store magazine. I put the Diane Reevely head on it. Okay, back to the magazine. I've used her image quite a few times. I'm starting to use these. I use the legs. I think I've seen these in the last 4 or 5 issues. Her too. Don't think I've seen her. That would be good to use for the boots. I've used her. And that was the lady I was showing you. In that, where I blocked it out. Seemed like I skipped over a page. I may use her and put a different head on it. A lot of times the image is so tall it don't even fit on my page after I put the head on it. I'll use that. Might use some of these. I do use those as some of my figures. Might use these shoes since they're so colorful. You know, I always take these things out that has the smelly pages and put them in my craft room. And then the next day when I come in, it's in my craft room. It's all, smells all good. I've used that before. I'll probably use that again. She was in last time's magazine. I sometimes use these and put a head and put the boots on them. I sometimes cut out these chairs. There's a stool to cut out. Wow, look at her eyes. Turn of the facelift. don't know. I'm not impressed with that dress. I mean, she's a beautiful woman, but I'm just not impressed. That one's somewhat better. Wow, that looks like her mother. I don't know if that's her or not. It looks just like her mother. Don't live my life for other people. I just totally live it for me. And there you go. And as you are, I may use that. I did the one I just showed you. It was mostly monochromatic. So I may do another one of those. I like her face. I have to put one of those bodies on it for my collage sheets. I use that. Probably use these, like these. Wow, that's a big face. Thinking I had a backwards face, I think, on those collage sheets. I may use that. I didn't see anything that wowed me. That's interesting. Nothing that really stood out. Kind of disappointed. Same old, same old. Oh, I like this. A different pose. I like that. I will use that and put a different head on it. I like her. Put a different head on that one. I guess she was in that other magazine. See, I feel like I'm looking at the same magazine. That's different. I already used that. It's in last month's magazine. I'm already tired of looking at Jay-Z and Beyonce. That was in 3 months ago magazine. Yeah, I feel like I'm looking at the same magazine. I may use her. I've used that word before in a collage. That's interesting. Oh, how cool is that? Like scales. Very cool. I'll probably use her and cut her hat off and put a face on it, and then put the hat back on the new face. That's interesting. Probably do something with that. Use this top, put it on this bottom. That would look interesting. It's interesting. Probably use these two. At least I know they'll fit on my page with like a bigger head. Interesting. Now that's the kind of ad I like to see. Something that makes you stop and say, wow. I'll definitely have to cut that out. Cut that out. Have to maybe put the fish and the wave together somehow. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'll use that and put a different head on it. I like that. I may incorporate this face with this picture and the new head, since it's like a theme. Probably use that, put a different head on that one. Even you could do that for the silhouette thing, you know, and laminate it and then use that in your books. Guess I could use that one, put a different head on that one. That's a unique picture. Angelina Jolie. May have to cut that. Usually cut any mirror out or frames, or I like to use those, and probably use her too. She might be good for a silhouette. She might be good for a silhouette, even though it's take up your whole page, and you wouldn't even have to cut around all this. You can just cut all this off. That might be good for a silhouette. That'd be good for a silhouette. I had to do a double take. I was getting ready to say that's Halle Berry, but it's not. It's Gabriella Hearst. I don't know, this one here sort of looked like her. She still looks good. Rita Moreno. Wow, she still looks good. God, I didn't even know that was Jennifer Hutz until I read her name. Wow, that's different. Definitely different. That might be a good silhouette. And here's this big old variety magazine. See how big that is? And on top of that, like I said before, it is very thick. And on top of this page is too. It's very thick. Almost like sandpaper. The very lowest grit of sandpaper you could get. Hope I'm still on camera with this magazine. Usually I don't find much in these. Guess the moment I say that, everything will start showing up. Like I said, the only reason I ordered it was because it was $2 for 52 weeks. And I'd never gotten this magazine before, and I thought, well, what could I lose? Sometimes you can cut those letters out. So far, I'm not impressed. Usually they'll have a star in here on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for somebody, and I usually cut the star out, and that's usually about it. Sometimes cut these words out. I mean, letters, sorry. Wow, I ain't seen her in years. I think I will use her, just put a different head on there. That was real creative. See, Missy, on receiving your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That'd be some great glasses to cut out, too. Now, usually they show the star that she got on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Well, Missy, I would complain about that. There you go. I'll say, if they didn't put your star in here, I'd surely complain about it. I usually use them somehow, and you know, you can, you know, cover that up. But there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you could, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow.